Testing again. Okay, we get there eventually. So anyway, I tend to push with my finger, and you know that I do a lot of my sculpting with my hands. There's a little fleshy part just under the big toe there. I used to add extra clay, but that's what I was doing. Get sidetracked. But I don't do that anymore. I just sort of push a little bit and you get this little thing happening, okay? Just like a shape of a foot. Well, it should be a shape of a foot. We're creating a foot. Now, babies' feet are different to ours in that they don't really have a big arch just there. Because they're not actually using their feet yet. But for the sake of realism, I've just added just a tiny dint. And making sure that the back of the foot is slimmer and smaller than the front. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of creasing and a little bit of adjusting. As you can see, this little toe, which is meant to be the smallest, is a little bit bigger than the one next to it. So just by using my pin tool, I'm just going to add a little bit of details. These details more than likely will have to be done again. But yeah, look, you know, that's sculpting. You know, you just have to be prepared to do things sometimes over and over. All right, so that's one little foot done. I probably will go over it again while I'm off camera and just see if there's any little details I've missed or little adjustments that need to be made. But just for the sake of this video not taking up forever, I will I'll stop it here. Plus I have to recharge it if I'm going to be using this iPad. I think the iPad might be a little bit better actually. Fancy that. I spent so much money on a DVD camera and I ended up anyway. Okay, same sort of thing with the other little foot. Just sort of smooth out. Now here is where you make sure that you don't have, oops, again, I'm going to have to adjust the iPad now. More, what was I, more clay, more clay on one than the other. In other words, they've got to be both the same size. This has been fiddled with, so it's going to be a bit different. So I'm just looking at the size at this stage, and if that's the same, then I can just proceed from there and continue with my making of the other foot. Now, unless you want to end up with 2 right legs or 2 left legs, which I have done before, both with arms and legs, I'll save you a little bit of problems, if you wish, there, and tell you that lay your little foot with the biggest toe, you can't see, the biggest toe there, out flat on the table, okay? So that gives you the indication that you will make the next little foot starting your big toe on this side, opposite to the one you started before. So therefore, then you'll have 2 feet that match. So we'll just go ahead and get the first toe and stick it on there. Now, because I'm right-handed, guys, you're still not going to be able to see that much. But, there is a but, it's better than before. And much better to the little video screen that I can hardly see what I'm doing. And I hope you agree. So I just have to adjust the iPad meaning not right now, but for future use. There's your one little toe. Go on to the second. And again, sort of twist. I've been meaning to do this video for like ages, but I've been so busy. Guys, I tell you, I don't know. I just don't know where time goes anymore. You know, before we know it, this year will be over as well. Well, for those of us that live throughout the whole year and don't contract any deadly disease like coronavirus or something. Anyway, nothing to be sneezed at there. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. All right, I'm going to shave off a little bit of this toe. Okay, so it makes it more suitable. And then I'm just going to round off the little parts that are not rounded off. Simple enough, one would think. And make the nail the same way as I said before, and your little detailing there. So you've got two nails. I mean, two of them toes. Right, now we go to the next one. Why I do not know why I made them so thick, because they're going to be cut down. All right. Same sort of thing. And I'm just going to cut this. Looks almost equal to the next one, but by the time I'm finished rolling it down and making, oh, there's another little tip for you too. When you're getting squashed like that, your toes, just get yourself a pair of tweezers and just gently get the silicone off it first. I was using it on a silicone doll just before. And then just gently squeeze it together to make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so that's there. And down on this side, make the nail. If only you guys knew how hard it is to sculpt when you know people are watching. Oh, so different to when you're sculpting on your own. Oh, I'm not really I ruined that nail. I'm not really a public person either. That doesn't help. So I'm just going to push down a little bit on this side. Get my little tweezers. And there you go. And then I'm just going to put the... look, when I'm not in a hurry to do a video, which is what I'm doing now, I tell you guys, it can take me a very, very long time to do one foot. Because I go back again and again and again until all the detail that I want is there. And if I'm not happy with something, I'll take it off and replace it. But because we're doing a video and on something that I don't even know will upload, and it hasn't got much, I have to charge it, hasn't got much power. So I'm doing the 2-in-1 toe again, which is less than half on one side, because one toe is smaller than the other. Just make sure that they've separated and squeeze down and do the detailing. Just move a little bit of the clay from one to the other if need be. Okay, let's fix it up. Get the idea? I hope. Make a little nail, and of course the smaller the toes are, the smaller the nails are, and the harder they are to make. I said hard, not impossible. Okay, so just push this up a little, You can do it this way too, like rolling the your hand, your finger, your thumb, whatever, over there, just to get the little fleshy part up. You just put a line to identify it, and I can tell you that this little foot is getting longer than the other one. We don't want that. Okay. Okay. Look, when I keep saying this, sculpting requires patience, requires determination, forgiveness. You've got to forgive yourself. And you will make mistakes. I still make mistakes. And I'm sure a lot of sculptors out there that have been doing it for a heck of a long time, and much longer than me even, come on, make mistakes. So, you know, I've squished more babies than I care to remember, and started again from the beginning because I was just not happy with the way they were turning out. I'll try to fix them, but if they don't come up to my satisfaction, rather than wasting expensive clay, I will just start again. Okay, so there's your little fleshy bit there. It goes like that there. Now you take it to, and all your detail, like around the little ankle area and the such. Okay. Now you compare. Oh, good. I didn't guess wrong. So in the length I didn't guess wrong, but in the width, that's a little bit of another story. So I'm just going to squeeze this in slightly. That's better. So you basically just do and check, and then if something needs adjusting, then just do it. And luckily I've got a right and a left foot. So there you go. Little tip there for you. Now, when I come back next time, if you want to bake this part, go ahead and do it now. I need to fine-tune this, but anyway. But it's not necessary. If you feel confident enough to continue without baking it, that you're not going to smoosh it during the making the rest of the leg, then just leave it and just continue on. As I said, I've got fine-tuning to do here. So I won't be baking, and I probably won't bake even after the fine-tuning. I'll just continue on just building it up first. When the leg's done, then I will bake. So it's up to you. But you can do it. You can do what I call a partial bake. I'm going to see if I can get this on computer, which would be no good to me if I've wasted my time. And I hope not, and didn't get it. And if I did, I can tell you I will come back and we'll do it by this method with a few adjustments. Thanks for coming. Oh, here's your little one looking at you, saying, when are you going to finish me?